This is the Mountain Bike Man morning podcast. The sun's been brutal on those plants. It's hot here, bro. One of these days, I'm selling shit on OfferUp.com. One of these days, I may sell the house. I would fix a few things on the house before I sell it. Then I would go for top dollar. Sell a few things, go for top dollar, buy an 8,000 pound gross vehicle weighting trailer, toy hauler, put all your shit in the back. You might go lighter than that too, but that's about as light as you can go. For a toy hauler trailer. Oh, look at this old boy. He thinks he knows what he's doing. How about that? He knows the way to go. You know, this dog, a long time ago, snuck out of the house on me when I was picking up an Uber Eats steak. And you think that he would have been able, because he had been walked through the neighborhood quite a few times, not like I do today, but quite a few times in the past. And you would think that he would be able to find his way home. But because he's blind in one eye, he more likely got confused and didn't know how to get back. The dog patrol or animal control picked him up, called me the next day. Nope. Animal control picked him up the next day. They had to arrest him for vagrancy because he didn't have any money on him. I said, Jesus Christ, Bucky, next time you go, at least take a fucking credit card with you. The bottom line of it is, it cost me $100 to get him out of. It cost me $100 to bail him out of jail. The bail was $100. But anyways, I'm afraid I'm going to be on vacation. My very first week of vacation is when the zirconia caps come in for the second project, and I'll be well off into Idaho by that time. So we'll just have to do that when I get back. Pull the temporary cap off. They have to cut it off. Then he'll finally tune the zirconia cap and put it in place. And man, it's so sweet because I thought those teeth were gonna have to be extracted or something, some bullshit like that, but they're fine. He cleaned them all up. He got all of the decay off, and then he reshaped them. Wow. Do somebody to change your oil on your car? You can't do that shit yourself? That's fucking nuts. They're pretty busy with their they've got a catering truck, so they're very busy making all those things for that catering truck. They don't have time to change their oil though. Wow. You have to call somebody to change your oil. That's crazy. I've got another free oil change coming for my Jeep in September. By the time I get back from that trip, there'll be about, I'd say about 3,500 miles on the Jeep, give or take, somewhere in that range. So it's a free oil change, so you're definitely going to schedule an oil change. I bought it on September 28th. So we'll definitely schedule one before that day, like September 27th. We'll bring it in for the second oil change, and they do give you an air filter, which doesn't need to be replaced at 3,000 miles. That's for sure. Hold on to your dog, sir.
How you guys doing?
Good morning.
Eating other dogs or
no? Anyways, one day sell the house, sell everything you can inside of it, go real extreme, offerup.com, and get rid of stuff. I had a potential buyer for my car yesterday. But he was a Mexican. I told the dude, I said, hey, there's no haggling. That's the price. So we got a little spiffing contest. And, you know, one thing led to another, another thing led to another. But at the end of the day, he said he's going to slap the shit out of me. And I told him, I said, dude, you really don't want to know who I am. You really don't want to know me, baby. I'd crush that guy like a grape. I don't even know what he looks like or how big he is. I don't care. I will crush him like a fucking grape. He will have to crawl back to his car, and I'm going to tell him, hurry up, crawl faster. I don't want you to pass out from the pain. But anyways, that's as far as that deal went. And he was getting a little bit mouthy and shit like that, so I had to put him in his place. Stupid Mexican. That's not a rap on all Mexicans. I'm just telling you that this guy was stupid. So, with this dude too, you would have to do the transaction in the bank. The bank money counter would count the cash, or if it was a cashier's check, he would have to get a cashier's check from one of my banks. Because we would do the deal at my bank. We would do the deal at my bank, and I would cash the check, and then after they cashed it, then I would deposit it into my account. You would do it in exactly that order. They would cash it, you would hold the cash in your hand for a moment and say, you know what, I want to make a deposit. It didn't seem like you wanted to do that either. He's a donkey. He probably doesn't even have the money. And we're not going to be able to do the long trip today. I do feel a little something coming on.